Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought it would be fun to go through some of my holy grail lipsticks. Lipstick is one of my favorite makeup products to put on. I just think it completes the look and ties everything together. I'm not wearing anything right now just because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lipsticks to swatch. So at first I was going to do a top 5, but as I was going through my collection, I just kept on finding more and more favorites that I genuinely really love. So I have a top 12 for you today. Not even a top 10, but a top 12. So let's go through. I'm gonna try my best to swatch everything on my lips. I have concealer and my beauty sponge with me so you can really see an accurate swatch of what it looks like on the lips. Most of these are actually Korean brands and they're not intentionally picked out that way, but I guess I just really like the way these colors look on my skin tone. So I feel like I have a good mix of different finishes for you guys today. I obviously have my tints, my more matte lipsticks. I have a cream product that can be used on both face and lips. And I have 2 glossy finishes for you. So let's just jump right in and get started. So this is in no particular order. I'm just gonna be swatching through based on finish. So I guess I'll start off with gloss. This is the Ilia Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil. So I guess it's more of like a hybrid between a tint and a gloss and an oil. But it's such a smooth formula. As you can see, it's pretty watery and oily. It has a really good shine to it. And if you're looking for like a more volumized and plump effect on your lips, I think this is a really great option. The color is very forgiving. It's not a super bright red, but it's also not a really bright pink either. I would say that it's in between an MLBB and a red. What I really like about this is that most oils and glosses tend to bleed outside my lip line, but this one just stays in place. Obviously, it's not long wearing because it's a lip oil, but I think the finish and the color is so pretty. Even underneath a muted red or pink or even a nude lipstick would be really pretty under this. Next is from a relatively newer brand called Merit Beauty, and this is the tinted lip oil in shade Sangria. First of all, I really love the packaging. It's so sleek. I don't know what you call this, but the gloss doesn't completely fill up the packaging, but it just looks super sleek. It's another doe foot applicator, and this one is similar to the Ilia one with more of a plum shade. It spreads out really easily as well. So it's a really thin and light consistency. So I can even wear this shade in the summer and feel comfortable with it all day long. I have to reapply this one maybe about every hour or 2 hours or so, depending on obviously if you're eating or drinking. But being that it's a tinted lip oil balmy kind of texture, it's super comfortable to wear. It does bleed outside my lips a little bit, but I actually like that effect because it gives the look of an overlined lip, whereas some products bleed like all over the place. It doesn't bleed nicely, if that makes sense. These have been in my makeup bag for months and months, and the reason being is because this can be used on the cheeks as a blush and as a lipstick. So this is the Ilia Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment, and I have it in the shade Stutter and Sing. Stutter is more of an MLBB, I would say. Excuse how dirty it is, you can tell I've used it a lot, but it has a nice metal tip, so it's really cooling on the lips, and if you wear it on the cheeks too, it feels really good. But here's what it looks like swatched in the back of my hands. It's just a really natural brick color without it being too brown. It just emphasizes my lips. It does have a shine to it right now, but as you blend it out, it becomes more matte. I would say this is more of like a satin to matte finish. But this really lasts a good couple hours. It lasts all day on the cheeks for sure, but when I'm eating and drinking, it does last a pretty good amount. And it also smells really good too. And then the next shade I really like is Sing. This has more of a purple undertone to it, and I don't really go for purples unless it's a warm toned purple and if it has a bit of pink and red mixed into it. And I've been really liking these as well if I'm doing a monochrome look where I'm matching the color of my cheeks with my lips. The formula is really velvety and it feels really comfortable on both the cheeks and the lips. Next are lipsticks. This one is by Jason Woo Beauty, and this is the matte lipstick in Apple Pie. First of all, the packaging is really sleek and it doesn't feel cheap at all. It just comes as a regular lipstick bullet, but it has that really pretty Jason Woo embossing on it. This formula is the most creamiest, velvetiest. It just glides on, and honestly, you don't even need that much because it's so pigmented. But instantly, you can tell that it's matte, but this is definitely one of the more comfortable mattes that I own. I hate matte lipsticks that are drying and that cling on to the dry patches on your lips, but this formula is really comfortable to wear all day. And also, this color is such a good everyday color. It pairs with any makeup look, and with this matte lipstick, you don't even need a mirror to apply this because it just glides on so easily. Next matte lipstick is this 3CE number 222 Step and Go. I love 3CE lipsticks. This is another example of a matte lipstick that doesn't feel drying on the lips. So this is definitely a brighter, more brick-toned red color, but it's so good for fall. Even in the summer, I like to put it on the inside of my lips and just make a gradation out of it. This lipstick as well does not cling onto any dry patches. I think 3CE just does a really good job with their lipstick, but this is a true matte, and then when you put it on as a full lip, it accentuates your lips in a good way and makes them look a little bit more poutier if you're into that look. So moving on to tints, I would have to say that tints are probably one of my favorite formulas because they last a long time, and the ones I have picked out here are really comfortable. Here I have the 3CE Velvet Lip Tint in Going Right. So this comes in a doe foot applicator. This is more of a nudie color. It's really good for every day, so it has that kind of peachy, slightly brown color to it. But the formula itself is really smooth. I mean, you can see as I'm swatching it that it just glides on without a problem. It doesn't skip on the lips, and it's a really good color for spring or even for fall. I feel like I always gravitate towards these like warm shades, and you might be thinking that these shades are looking pretty similar, but I definitely have a type when it comes to lipstick. These are all different, okay? Next from the same line, this is the shade Daffodil. I love this color. It's just such a pretty, bright, again, that like muted, burnt, reddish brick color. This color really brightens up the complexion as well. I feel like this is definitely more of a fall color, but I mean, I've worn this in the summer too. I just can't get enough of these type of shades. Next are a little bit more liquidy tints. I would say this is more of a satin finish. So this is the Pera Ink Tint Serum number 2. Pera is really known for their lip tints just because they last so long too. Comes in a doe foot applicator, and you'll see how pigmented this is with just one swipe. It's a lot more watery than the velvet lip tints that I just showed you, and it's a lot more glossy at first, but when you keep on wearing it throughout the day, the shine definitely goes away and leaves a really pretty tint behind. And Pera is pretty known for their long-lasting lip tints, so this is a very trustworthy product if you need something that lasts all day long. So the last 3 are from rom&nd. This is also a Korean brand, but these are the Juicy Lasting Tint. I have the shade Jujube and Fig. So let me swatch Jujube for you because this is, honestly, I love all of these, but look how smooth that glides on. And it's just such a nice color to wear every single day. This one has a little bit more purple and pink to it. I actually picked these up in Korea, and when I went, these were so popular that all the shades were sold out. So when I finally found these in one of the stores, I grabbed a lot of different colors, and this is one of my favorites. It also leaves a nice tint behind. In the same line, this is the shade Fig. It smells so good. But this is a little bit deeper than the previous one. It has a lot more mauvey purplish tones to it. Kind of reminds me of a dried up rose color, if that makes sense. But this is really pretty for the colder months like fall and winter too. So yeah, I just really like the shine that this gives, and it does leave a really nice just bitten kind of tint after you remove it. It doesn't wear off in chunks. It wears off pretty evenly throughout the day, so you can feel pretty confident that your lip has some sort of pretty stain behind it without needing to reapply. And yeah, I'm really glad I picked these up because they were literally nowhere to be found. Then finally from rom&nd again, this is their Glasting Water Tint. So this formula is actually really unique. I'm gonna use my other hand to show you guys. Basically is, I don't even know how to describe this formula. It's like a glossy lip oil balmy tint. It's a thin glass-like coat with separate color pigments, so it's really great for those who want a lip tint that leaves a lightweight and glass-like shine. I can put this on without a mirror because it applies so easily. It's really lightweight and hydrating, so it keeps my lips moisturized. It's unlike any other balmy oil gloss tint that I've ever tried before, and trust me, I've tried a lot. But it's such a flattering gloss. I feel like anyone would look great in this. So that's it, guys. I know that a lot of these shades are pretty much in the same family of like burnt reds, a little bit of brick color, a little bit of purple and pink, but that's just the type of colors that I gravitate towards because I think that's what suits me the best. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed. I hope I showed you at least a different variety of formulas and finishes to help differentiate between the similar colors, but I hope you enjoyed, and I will try to find these and link them down below. And if you have any lipstick suggestions that you think I might like, feel free to leave a comment and I'll definitely check them out. Like I said, I love lipstick. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!